Welcome to this week's Fighting Scots Sports Report. I am Tyler Trumbauer. The women's soccer team headed to Bridgeport, Connecticut on Friday to battle East Stroudsburg in the Atlantic Region Championship, and ETV tagged along. The game was the SAC Championship between East Stroudsburg and Edinboro, where ESU won 2-1 in overtime. ESU had a lot of opportunities, but the game was scoreless at the half, as goalkeeper Sarah Baskey was solid in goal for the Scots. ESU scored 2 in the second half, and Borough tried to play catch-up but could not do that, as ESU is the 2015 Atlantic Region Championships. That wraps up the ladies' season, the best season in school history for Edinboro women's soccer, tied for the most wins and advanced farther than any team before in the postseason. The football team is prepping for 2016 with its 2015 campaign all wrapped up. However, there will be some new guidance next year. Edinboro football coach Scott Browning was relieved of his duties on Wednesday. Borough Athletic Director Bruce Baumgartner said in a release via the University Sports Information Department. Browning has been on Borough's staff for 30 years, the last 10 as a head coach. He's been a part of every NCAA playoff appearance in Borough football history, but just wrapped up the worst season in school history. The status of the rest of the coaching staff is still uncertain at this time. The women's volleyball team was the top Western seed heading into last week's PSAC playoffs. The ladies hosted California University of Pennsylvania in the quarterfinals and swept the defending champions in a match that took just 74 minutes. However, the Fighting Scots fell 3-2 in the semifinals to Shippensburg on Friday. Borough won the first 2 sets, but the Red Raiders battled back. Ship went on to win the PSAC championship that weekend. The ladies find out their NCAA fate on Monday night, and if they do, they will continue that into December 3rd, the first round of the NCAA tournament, which that selection show happened after taping for this week. But they did look to have a solid chance at making the NCAA tournament with their resume for the Scots. The women's basketball team had a trio of home games this week. The ladies went 2-1 this week, powered by some new and some returning players. Junior transfer Katie Fisher led the Scots in their PSAC opening win against Slippery Rock. Borough narrowly fell to Kutztown on Saturday, but bounced back with a big 95-61 win against Mansfield on Sunday, as Lauren Hippo scored 21 points for Borough. The ladies visit Virginia Union on Wednesday before competing in the tournament at IUP this weekend. The men's basketball team also had 3 games in Macomb Fieldhouse this week. The men's team also went 2-1 during the week. The Scots avenged a postseason loss from a year ago on Wednesday night as they beat SRU 80-74. Henri Wade Chapman led Borough with 17 points. Borough fell to KU on Saturday despite Jamin Mason's career-high 39 points. Edinboro ended the week victorious, defeating Mansfield 88-75. The men battle Lake Erie College on Tuesday at 7 o'clock before visiting Mercyhurst next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. The wrestling team hit the road for a pair of matches this past weekend. The Borough wrestling team opened up EWL play on Friday night when the Scots defeated Clarion 23-15. Freshman Pat Lugo won by fall, while Sean Russell and Billy Miller won by major decision for Tim Flynn and company. On Sunday afternoon, the Fighting Scots fell to 10th-ranked Lehigh 36-6. Lugo and Casey Fuller earned the only wins on the day for Borough. The team hits the mats next on December 3rd when it hosts Bloomsburg at 7 p.m. for its 2015-16 home opener. Speaking of Bloomsburg, the swim teams visited the Huskies on Saturday for a meet. Bloom swept Borough on Saturday. Josh Biabau earned 2 first-place finishes for the men in the loss, while Anastasia Semkif and Holly Stein earned individual wins for the women's squad. The teams now prepare for the Worcester Invitational, which is scheduled for December 3rd through the 5th. Before we go, the cross-country teams wrapped up the season at Nationals. Elliot Martinkevich and Eden Narboval earned All-American honors. That's all for this week, this semester, and for me, as this is my last Fighting Scots Sports Report ever. I'd like to thank all the coaches and players for their time, all the ETV crew members for their help producing this every week, and to you all for watching. I appreciate the support, and I know Drew Patrick will hold things down when ETV returns in January.